Barbara's prediction, well, you know, the weatherman says 27 degrees, but Barbara says 29 degrees today. Believe me, I think we're going to get to 30. I really do. Have faith, plenty of day to go. It is Tuesday, February the 8th, and, well, I'm absolutely elated. I really, really am. So let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Want to give a shout out to everybody from Rise Up TV, Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard, because, well, we know you're watching and you're going to love this. Yes, we're staying here in New Zealand talking to Andrew Featherstone from the band The After. Check this out.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.
And Mark, we want you to get well soon. We really, really do. Other than that, for everybody that's watching on YouTube right now or on Facebook Live, thank you so much for joining in. If you are going to watch over there on YouTube a little later on, you know what to do, right? No, you do. You really do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bell, notifications. Like us. Go on, I dare you. In fact, just go epileptic on that button. I dare you to do that. Today, believe me, you're going to love this. So first of all...
Galaxy 107 FM.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Today we have The After. New Zealand group, you're going to love them. We're going to be talking about forthcoming gigs and everything like that. But believe me, we have interviewed Andrew before and we released the song Clear to Me, which, you know, is clear to me. We're going to talk about that right after this. Here is The After and Clear to Me on Galaxy. Bro, you're getting a huge following here.
It's slowly growing, mate. We're getting there. We're, you know, being relentless.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what.
It doesn't happen all by itself, but it's starting to.
We have you featured in the Saturday shows that we have, you know, the more metal-y shows and stuff like that. Something with a bit more oomph in it than pops. And we get a huge amount of requests for you guys.
Excellent.
And so
It's always nice to hear.
we're going to regurgitate your music in that show. Well, two shows actually. We have the Saturday afternoon and the Saturday evening show. You know what I mean? So you get exposure after exposure in those shows because there is a lot of people out there that like the mod rock. You know what I mean? And like a bit of metal-y sound as well. And well, we think it kind of fits.
From MR Records.
And Monday, of course,
Nice
yes,
to
and
meet
the
you.
Galaxy Artist Show on
Reach
Monday.
out.
Absolutely. I stand corrected. Good on you, boss. So, how was it up there? Is it, you know, moving on a bit? Are we just coming to grips with Omicron now?
Yeah, well, you know, not much difference feeling, really. It's, you know, it's just kind of like the norm for Auckland.
Yeah, well, it is. It is. By the way,
I have to fucking touch too many things and do what you got to do and
believe me, bro, I understand. But by the way, I heard you infiltrated Radio Hauraki the other day.
Yeah, sorry, did an interview with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are those old farts up there?
All seems tickety-boo from what I can see. Nice to be invited there.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Peter Hoffman's joining us. Nice to have you on board, Peter. Welcome back. And Pamela from, of course, Rise Up TV. big record, and Sony, the Orchard. Nice to have you back with us.
Hey there.
Let's do this. Oh, we've still got about a minute and a half.
Oh, well, we can keep chatting.
We
and I
can keep chatting.
waving to Pamela.
You can keep waving
Tell-
to Pamela.
Tell Mark to get better. I know it's terrible time.
Yeah, so we have Rise Up TV on board. They're watching right now.
Nice.
Yeah, we
Different
want
time zone then.
yeah, we want to get you out there, my bro. We really, really do. Sean Simpson's on board as well. Nice to have the Galaxy faithful back on board. Thank you very much for joining us, Sean. Really, really appreciate your joining us in this morning. Believe me, nothing like having a Kiwi for a change. I've been globe-trotting around the world just lately. Nice to come home and talk to, well, somebody that sounds like me. Got kind of a similar accent, you know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, believe me, I get so used to Grant. I really do. I get so many people say that.
Granted.
Yeah, granted. You know, and I keep saying, can you say aluminium?
Oh,
They struggle with that one.
that's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's like
Alloy.
like flip-flops, you know.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and absolutely elated, believe me. I was just saying to Andrew that I travel around the world doing interviews so much that it's nice for once to be able to talk to a Kiwi. It really, really is. And today I'm talking to Andrew Featherstone from the band The After, and fantastic band they really, really are. Can't wait to see them live in person myself, I got to be honest with you. Andrew, welcome back to Galaxy.
Hello, Grant. How you doing, mate?
G'day. Yeah, g'day, mate. Kia ora, my bro. Nice to have you back. Yeah, it is so nice to have you back. And we started off the show with Clear to Me. Now, I know we released this the last time we caught up, but let's refresh our audio audience, the Galaxy faithful. Tell me a little bit about it.
But Clear to Me, well, it's been around. I've had it written. I wrote it a long time ago when my son River was first born, and a little escape the city necessary trip at the time, so that's where it was born from. We released it last year on the 21st of the 1st 21 at 2100 hours. It's been a slow creeper, really. We've ended up getting a lot of airplay, but it's just been, you know, we're a new band pretty much, and it takes a long time to get the machine up, you know, to penetrate the machine and grow, and it just solidly sort of got there, I suppose. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't class it as a hit, but, you know, it's getting closer to one, I suppose, but it's been a slow creeper, and we've ended up with 500 plus radio stations around the world after we did an international reach out a few months ago, and you know, pretty much all Newton's independent stations have been on board. Networks a little bit, some sit on the fence, so that's sort of next level stuff that we're, you know, hopefully at soonish. But yeah, it's pretty pleased, and you know, I'm happy with the song. I'm just listening to old Eddie Rayner on the keyboards there at the end, and see he's got a wonderful record out right now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy, but it's been, you know, it's a year later now, before the next one, so I'm pleased to reach that point.
You know, Andrew, it's been a long time since I've caught up with Eddie Rayner. Give him a poke in the eye for me, won't you?
I haven't seen him for yonks.
Exactly. It's like catching up with John Hoy, you know what I mean? I haven't seen him for a long time as well. Now, having said that, believe me, More than 21 requests so far, I've got to be honest with you. More than 21 plays, 500 stations around the world. That's more than 21. I think you're busting it.
You think what?
I think you're busting it. I really do. Believe me, we have had such a huge amount of people, just inquire everything about this particular track. Clear to me. So I think it's very clear to me that this one is on track, maybe to be a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, it just keep growing. And I guess, one hopes as an artist that if your next one goes further, that it drags up the other ones with it, right? So we'll see. We'll just keep doing what we do. And it's like the opposite of pandemic management, And ironically, we started a new song in the lab studios. You don't want to hope it's an infectious variant and you want to spread it around the world, right? So we just keep battling away.
I fully get the correlation there. I really, really do. I tell you what, it's been a long time since I heard about 8 Foot Sativa and Jason Kerrison as well. How are these guys doing these days?
I guess I try to keep up with most people just on social media, right? To see what they're up to and occasionally chat. I kind of feel like everybody's scattered, even though half of us probably live in the same city. It's who knows? Jason's up north now. I haven't seen the 8 Foot Sativa guys for quite a long time either. I know Sam's got a new band and touring around. He's singing. I'm quite excited to catch that sometime and have a beer or 10. It's been years since I saw those guys,
Exactly.
I'm not sure. A few things popped up here and there because I had someone help me with the press release stuff and they picked up on that, and it's been mentioned a couple of times. And I'm just trying to remember how many years it was when we did the world tour and we were trekking around all over the place. There was all sorts of adventures going on. It must be 15 years ago now or something.
Yeah, easily about that. It really, really would. Now having Donnie Coulter's on board. Nice to have you on board again, my bro. It really, really is. Now, having said that, talking your touring and stuff, you're looking at leaving the country and taking up an overseas gig very, very shortly. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, in 2020, I had a 6-country Asia tour all lined up for the after. The same markets I've been to quite a lot over the years and done quite a lot of events and things of Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Macau, Southeast Asia. But also have got a booking agent in Japan now, so I was really quite excited to. I've been to Japan a couple of times, but I've never actually done any shows or anything there. Tried to track down the record shop to make sure my stuff was in there and all many moons ago. And so I was pretty excited about all that, but then of course everything got moved, so I actually picked up the whole 4-week run, because it was most places were a few shows in each place, it wasn't just 1 or 2, and just slid it over the calendar 3 months, left everything else, you keep Saturday, you keep Wednesday, and then no, it wasn't looking good. So I moved it again, and then after that time, it was in the 3rd time, it's like, hey, we'll come back to you sometime. There's no point putting a date on this anymore. And unfortunately, probably a good chunk of those venues aren't even operating or even exist anymore, which is pretty sad, pretty depressing, really. Some of them have survived, some of them are morphing into other ones. It's interesting to see. But we're kind of like looking at the after, and looking at after all of this stuff, and kind of there's a few things calling, and there's quite a bit going on with the band now, and itching to sort of get back out there. So I put a flag in the sand, and one of our favourite venues I've done things at over the years, a legendary place called the Wan Chai in Hong Kong. It's kind of like the CBGBs of Hong Kong, I suppose. It's, very, very cool. Tiny, really small place. Everybody's like right there when you're playing. They're just, watching out for beer glasses and people spilling drinks over your base, not just your monitors, they're like right there. Very cool vibe, but they had issues with their landlord. Hong Kong's had a real hard time with COVID rules, and the bars opened up but no performers, or performers have to wear masks, and it just was really difficult. It still is, wave after wave hitting them. So the launch actually closed down for a while, and they've got their hands on a bigger, better premises just a couple of doors down the road. There's a bit of a famous bar district area as well, Wanchai. And they're building this awesome new space and launching in a couple of months. So, touch base with the owner. So you're doing this, so you're doing that. And so we've booked a show for August. So going to give it a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, to assess where things are at. It's a little bit difficult because even, you've got to deem, is it safe? But then every country's got different rules with, are you allowed in? For example, you can go to Japan, I think right now, from being a Kiwi, come from here, we're allowed in. But not if you have just been in XYZ countries, a multiple country tour. We've never been in XYZ countries before. Okay, you transit through them, but you got out the airport and did a gig. But then we could go to Japan first, but is the next country got the same rules? So it's a bit difficult, but so I'm going to see. It may still be too soon, but I'm hoping not. I think, we've got to look forward and plan. That's 6 months away, so we shall see. I'm also looking at some things in North America too, but I'll announce something when something's announceable.
I'm really excited about that. I really am. But having Tina Lou is joining us this morning from Sapulpa. Nice to have you, and love to Angel as well. Tina's my new adopted daughter, apparently. She told me yesterday. Thank goodness I didn't have to pay child support. Believe me, I'm very happy about that one. But having said that, my friend, I have a lease coming out of Athens. She's asking, do you have a merch store? Which, it's actually a damn good question. So let's do this. As a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Or TikTok these days? And yeah, do you have a merch store where fans can purchase product and t-shirts, stuff like that?
Okay, well, all our social media is all the after NZ. So it's the same for Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just recently, not much there. But yeah, everything, if you add NZ, so the after NZ for all of our stuff. Merch store, no, not yet, but we will have. We've just spent everything we've got on making a record and what we're doing, but that we've got some shows coming in a couple of weeks. So we've still got a couple of bits of merch left from the last tours, but we need to get some more. But that will be coming soon. I guess people are starting to want it now, so yeah, trying to do everything as quickly as possible.
Very, very cool. Terry, coming out of Oklahoma, is asking, are you planning on doing a tour through the United States as well? Can we catch up? Maybe even in Canada?
Yeah, short answer, yes, definitely. When, not sure yet. But I'm contemplating doing that at the same time as Asia. I'm just going and doing the UK as well. I'm going right around, but I'm not sure yet. Still looking into it. But absolutely, we're keen as to get to North America. And we've had a lot of airplay there too, so we really should.
Yep, absolutely. Now, at the same time, I've got to let you know, good friend of mine, Dave Evans, he was the founder and first lead singer of AC/DC. The day England opened up, he'd booked a flight. He was going, you know what I mean? Believe me, he was right in there. So, Dave, if you're watching, have a very happy and successful time in the UK. Let me know how it's going. Keep me in touch. Now, having said that, some people reckon it doesn't matter. I don't know. Really? I don't know. It's arguable. So let's put it to the test. Andrew, what doesn't matter?
Well, hanging on to the past and the old ways, that's kind of what the song's about. There's a lot of people, just in denial of what where things are going and what's next, and wishing things were like they used to be. Well, they're not. And rather than that being a bad thing, man, the future's exciting. There's lots of amazing trajectories for our species, and yeah, it's just, I think, just wanted to sort of say something along those lines, really. There's a few tangents to it.
Well, I tell you what, releasing today to the world via Galaxy107 FM to the audio audience, the Galaxy faithful, check this out. You're going to love it. Here's the after, and doesn't matter. Gosh, it's hot in here. The window's open. New Zealand air conditioning. What's the temperature up there?
Probably 27 or something, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, actually, but it's pretty warm.
Yeah, we're
It's
at
been a bit up and down all over the place lately.
we're at 27, but it's bloody muggy. Problem is,
Yeah,
in here, add another 10 because of the computers and everything. You know what I mean? The temperature in here is ridiculous.
Cicadas are making a lot of noise. I don't know whether that's anything to do with temperature and the...
That's a good sign, having cicadas making noise.
Yeah, I can just hear them in every direction right now.
Yeah. Oh, what do they call it in the States? Cicadas.
Cicada.
Cicadas.
Really?
Yeah, something like
Sounds
that.
like Mexican
Had
food.
one in the
Yeah,
bath
it does,
yesterday.
doesn't it? It really does. Yeah, it's like saying Australians wear thongs.
Do you want guacamole with that?
What, thongs? Who are Australians wearing them? Oh, hugs, Barbara.
Yeah, I gave
You
a
give
wave.
hugs.
I gave a little wave to Sean and Donnie.
Very
See,
cool.
I'll give another
Very
one.
cool.
Gonna
And it's
finish soon.
really, really cool to have people on board this morning, joining us from all around the world. How many countries this morning are joining us?
Countries, 392.
392. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's very cool.
457 cities.
Okay. 457 cities this morning tuned in.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I'd hate
so-
to buy
we're
all
so
those
global.
places a beer. Oh,
They'll be
dear.
buying you. They're watching your show.
Yeah, they should be. They should be,
Oh, we're
actually.
going to go to Andrew's one day and we're going to have a pool party.
Are we going to Andrew's place
Yeah,
for
we
a
have
pool party? I
party,
see
yeah.
a pool table there.
No, not that sort of pool, outside. Swimming.
There's a pool. There's the other kind of pool outside.
Yeah, my mankini looks better around that pool than the other one.
I don't know, unless you can hide in
Yeah,
the
we'll stick
water.
to the 8 ball.
Yeah. I was saying to one guy, you know, when you come to New Zealand, we'll put you in one of those Zorbs they have down in Rotorua. Chuck them down a hill. He
Push
goes,
you down the mountain.
oh, I'd have to have some togs. I says, don't worry about it. We got a box of mankinis. You know, one's going to fit you. And he goes, really? I says, yeah, the problem was we had to decide where we were going to put the logo. He goes, where did you put it? I says, on the straps. I got a dad joke
wants-
for
he
you.
wants
Just
to
while we
laugh.
got a couple of minutes. Okay, something that's clean and you can tell your kids.
I hope so, because you probably left the camera running, haven't you?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's
well,
still running.
okay, well, I'll tell you what. Why did the turkey cross the road? Prove he wasn't
Or from
chicken.
the Teagle factory.
No, prove he wasn't chicken.
I gotta tell that one to my dad.
Yeah, do that. Dads love those jokes. It's like, what's the favourite letter in the alphabet for a pirate?
Arr.
No, C. Pirates love the sea. So, okay, what holds for the future of the After? Are you going to be releasing an album very, very shortly?
Not shortly, but yeah, eventually. We'll probably speed things up from one single per year before too long. That might take a wee while to make the album. But yeah, no, there's a lot of material in the works, and a little bit's been tracked, but most, a lot more to go. Still got to figure out the cross-Tasman side of things, because I like to do everything with Steve James, and he's in Brisbane. This one we managed to do without anyone travelling anywhere, which could be done again, but it'd be nice to have Steve there from the ground up, whether we bring him here or we go there, but probably we'll tour Australia and record in Australia at the same time. That's probably what we're going to do.
Totally understand that, I do. Just if you run into Morrison, give him a poke in the eye, the Prime Minister. You never know, he might turn up. Believe me, I've heard he's a bit of a partier. He likes to paint his plane and all that sort of stuff, so yeah. I get it, I really do. Got to go being a rebel today, freedom. Yeah, okay, Donnie, I understand that. I really, really do. Enjoy your day. Stay safe, brother man. Just stay safe, okay? And please, have fun doing it. Yep. Anyway, at the same time, my friend, we are going to have to wrap it up here. We've got other things to do. Unfortunately, we're not going to be going over to the UK. They're having a few internet problems over there at the moment. We were going to be catching up with Bethany, coming out of London, I think she is. Fantastic young artist, I think 19 years of age now, and just the future, literally, for females in the UK. She really, really is. Check her out. But we are going to have her very, very shortly. I think next week she's been rescheduled too. So keep an eye on that. You're going to love her. Andrew, always a pleasure to catch up with you, my friend. I am so looking forward to a new album.
Likewise, mate.
Maybe, just maybe, when you do get some merch, you might want to throw a t-shirt this way. Believe me, today I'm wearing BMU's Terry Van Cannon's logo, and it's always a pleasure. Subliminally, people actually go and have a look, would you believe, while I'm doing interviews. Who's he wearing? What's the deal here? And before you know it, they're selling CDs and t-shirts, koozies, and guitar picks, all that sort of stuff out the
You
window.
got it, mate.
So keep that in mind for me, will you? At the same,
We'll program the coordinates to send one to Galaxy.
brilliant. Now I've got one more thing I'm going to ask of you, my bro, and believe me, this is huge. It really, really is. How would you like to do me an MP3 voice drop saying, "Hi, it's Andrew from the After here in New Zealand, playing on Galaxy 107 FM. We'll roll it here on the radio."
Sure. Do you want me to send you one, or you want me to give you one right now?
No, send me one. Do it in an MP3, on a...
Oh, yeah, an audio.
Yeah.
An audio thingy.
Yeah, maybe on a 58 recordable mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than on a phone. Believe me, they sound so tinny on a phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, hang in there, my friend. We're going to do a couple of crazy photos, stuff like that. But for those of you that have joined us today, and especially...
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music to watch it.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Pamela and to Mark. Get well soon, Mark, the Don and Lisa over there at Rise Up TV, Big Record, and of course Sony Music, The Orchard. You guys are absolutely priceless. Keep up the good work. We will catch up with you soon. Thank you to you, my friend, and I am so looking forward to catching up with you again very, very shortly. We'll have to press the flesh. Come and see one of your shows very soon. So if you're in the neighbourhood, how about sending us a couple of free tickets? We'll come over and have a beer.
Well, we're playing Hamilton. It's about as close as we're getting. We did have a Whakatane show, but it's been postponed. Our East Coast leg didn't happen. But yeah, we're playing Hamilton in a couple of weeks.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll get Barbara to keep in touch with you. We'll see what we can do. You never know.
Uh-huh.
We might be able to hitch a ride with Barbara and come over and just cause mayhem.
Sounds great.
I love it. But in
Thanks,
the mean-
man. Thanks for all the support from you guys, man. You're legends. Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure, my friend. And believe me, bro, we go way back. We do. So it's
We
always...
do, mate. We do.
And we always take care of each other. In the meantime, let's go back to the other studio. For those that have joined us this morning, have a very happy and successful day. If you're going to watch over there on YouTube, don't forget, sub, thumb, bell. Yep, like us, please do. In the meantime, have a very happy and successful day. See you tomorrow.
Galaxy 107 FM.